What if I told you, tonight could change your risk forever? Most people spend their lives chasing money, opportunities, and stability, but they ignore a powerful secret already present in the Quran. The truth is, it's not always about working harder. Sometimes it's about connecting deeper. There is one surah that many Muslims have heard of, but very few truly understand its power. A surah that has been quietly linked with barakah, ease, and protection from financial struggle. Yet 99% of people either don't know it or don't take it seriously. But here's the real question. What if you've been missing something simple this whole time? Tonight, before you sleep, you have a chance to try something different. Not complicated, not time-consuming. Just one sincere action that could shift your mindset, your state, and your connection with Allah. Stay till the end, because this might be exactly what you need right now. 1. Introduction to Surah Al-Waqiah. Surah Al-Waqiah is the 56th chapter of the Quran, revealed in Makkah, and it carries a powerful message about the reality of the hereafter. The name Al-Waqiah means the inevitable event, referring to the Day of Judgment, a moment that no one can escape or deny. This surah paints a vivid picture of what will happen when that day arrives. It divides humanity into 3 distinct groups. The foremost, those closest to Allah, the people of the right, the successful believers, and the people of the left, those who rejected the truth. Each group's outcome is described in a way that makes the listener reflect deeply on their own life and choices. What makes this surah unique is its powerful reminder that everything in this world, wealth, status, and success, is temporary. True success is defined by one's relationship with Allah and preparation for the hereafter. The verses also highlight Allah's qudrat, power, in providing sustenance, creating life, and controlling all matters. Because of its deep meaning, this surah builds awareness, humility, and a strong connection with Allah, which is the foundation of every blessing in life. 2. Connection between Surah Al-Waqiah and Rizq. The connection between Surah Al-Waqiah and Rizq is widely discussed among Muslims due to narrations that encourage its regular recitation for protection from poverty. Many people have adopted the practice of reading it at night with the hope of gaining financial stability and barakah in their earnings. However, it's important to understand this connection with clarity and balance. Rizq in Islam is not limited to money. It includes health, peace, opportunities, and contentment. The idea behind reciting this surah is not a guaranteed shortcut to instant wealth, but a means of drawing closer to Allah, who is the true provider, Ar-Razaq. When a person consistently engages with this surah, it nurtures a mindset of dependence on Allah rather than on material means alone. This shift in perspective often leads to better decisions, patience, and gratitude, all of which indirectly open doors of rizq. So, the real connection lies in transformation. It aligns your heart with trust in Allah, and when your trust becomes strong, your relationship with rizq changes from anxiety and scarcity to peace and reliance. 3. Scholars' views and narrations. Scholars have discussed the virtue of regularly reciting Surah Al-Waqiah based on a narration attributed to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. It is reported that he encouraged teaching this surah to one's family, saying that whoever recites it consistently will not face poverty. This narration is often quoted when highlighting the surah's association with rizq. However, leading hadith scholars like Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Imam al-Bukhari emphasize the importance of verifying authenticity. Many later scholars noted that the chain of this specific narration is considered weak, da'if. Because of this, It should not be treated as a guaranteed promise, but rather as a virtuous practice rooted in hope and good intention. At the same time, scholars agree on a broader principle. Reciting any part of the Quran brings barakah into a person's life. Engaging regularly with the Quran strengthens faith, purifies the heart, and increases reliance on Allah. These qualities naturally impact one's livelihood and overall well-being. So, while caution is necessary regarding specific claims, the encouragement to recite with sincerity remains strong and meaningful. 4. Correct way to recite. Reciting Surah Al-Waqiah correctly begins with choosing a calm and distraction-free moment, especially at night before sleep. This time allows the heart to be more harder, present, and focused, making the recitation more meaningful rather than rushed or mechanical. Start with proper intention, niyah, reminding yourself that you are engaging with the words of Allah, not just completing a routine. Sit comfortably, face the Qibla if possible, and begin with Bismillah. Try to recite at a steady pace, giving each verse its due right, rather than speeding through it. Pronunciation is also important. If you know basic tajweed, apply it to improve the beauty and accuracy of your recitation. If not, listening to a skilled reciter and following along can help you gradually improve. Even a simple, sincere recitation holds great value in the sight of Allah. Consistency matters more than perfection. Even if you start by reciting slowly or with difficulty, maintaining a daily habit builds discipline and strengthens your connection. Over time, this practice becomes a peaceful part of your nightly routine. 5. Power of yaqeen, belief, and intention. The role of yaqeen, deep, unshakable belief, is central when engaging with Surah Al-Waqiah or any act of worship. Without inner conviction, actions can become routine, lacking the spiritual depth that brings real change. Yaqeen transforms a simple recitation into a powerful act of trust and connection with Allah. This level of belief means having full confidence that Allah hears you, understands your needs, and responds in the best way. Even if the results are not immediate or visible, it removes desperation and replaces it with calm reliance. Instead of constantly worrying about outcomes, a person with yaqeen focuses on effort and leaves the results to Allah's wisdom. Intention, niyah, works hand in hand with belief. When your intention is pure, seeking Allah's pleasure, rather than only worldly gain, your actions carry more weight. This sincerity opens the door to barakah in ways that are often unexpected. Over time, this mindset reshapes your inner world. It builds patience, reduces anxiety about provision, and creates a sense of contentment. True richness begins in the heart, and with strong belief, even small blessings begin to feel abundant and meaningful. 6. Making dua after recitation. After completing the recitation of Surah Al-Waqiah, making dua becomes a deeply personal moment between you and Allah. This is the time to turn your focus inward, reflect on your needs, and ask sincerely for what is al-khair, best for you in both this world and the hereafter. Begin by praising Allah and sending blessings upon Prophet Muhammad, as this is a beautiful etiquette of making dua. Then speak to Allah in your own words. You don't need complex phrases. Simplicity and sincerity are what matter most. Ask for halal rizq, ease in your affairs, protection from hardship, and barakah in whatever you are given. It is also important to ask with humility, recognizing your complete dependence on Allah. At the same time, maintain hope and certainty that He is listening and capable of granting far more than you imagine. Making this dua regularly after recitation strengthens your spiritual routine. Over time, it builds a habit of turning to Allah first, creating a lasting sense of peace, trust, and emotional comfort in your daily life. As we come to the end, remember, true rizq doesn't just come from effort, it comes from your connection with Allah. Make Surah Al-Waqiah a part of your nightly routine, with sincerity and trust, and let your heart stay hopeful. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others so they can benefit too. Subscribe to Devout Deen for more powerful reminders that can transform your life. Before you leave, make this dua. Ya Allah, grant me halal, abundant, and blessed rizq. Comment this below and say it with full belief.